One of the greatest fear of humanity, I think, is not mortality or the fear of death, I believe. It's more about the suffering, because once we are dead, we kind of we don't feel it anymore. It's the pain is for the rest of the world, not for you. But the process, I think, it's the most scary one. This video, I had so many ideas about make this particular video, which is kind of, I was trying to make my coming back video in terms of photo and video editing. Long story short, the context is I actually was and still am in sick leave from 2024 or due to my mental health issue. And I would love to talk about it. I think I made a few videos before to give you more context, but I'll talk in details about exactly what happened, the process, and where I am today. But in short, I was tired all the time. I'm still am. It's more mental tired than physical tired. I sometimes have pain that I don't know the source of the pain. For example, when you sleep, you hurt your back or knee, so you know exactly where the pain is coming from. But in my case, I really didn't know there is a pain, but I cannot just point out where. So often I was hitting my head against the wall, among other things. That's one of the many things, depression and all that. And now I'm a lot better in a sense, mentally. Physically, still a disaster. But I think I gained some energy and motivation back in order to make some photography and videography editing, which I dearly love and was my escape, which, by the way, I lost completely any interest whatsoever. As a matter of fact, at one point I was looking at all my accessories related to photo and video editing and looking at it saying that, God, I spent so much hours and time and money for this. So I was at that point almost. I'm just catching a breath because talking, it's been 3 minutes that I've been talking and I'm already kind of feeling tired. So I'm not going to talk more. So I'm back. I'm going to restart making video, particularly photo editing and sometimes video editing. Specifically this video, for example, I'm going to edit with DaVinci Resolve, which is like a piece of software that I think I don't even use 1% of it. And I'll be color grading it with Dehancer, which is a really nice piece of plugin. DaVinci Resolve, I did pay from my own pocket because I think it worth every penny. Dehancer, by the way, was offered to me, so I can say that it's technically sponsored, but at the same time, it's a really good piece of software, I believe. Apart from that, I will continue making video on DxO product because they've been very loyal to me, very supportive during my period. And shout out to you know who you are. I'm not going to mention your name, from DxO. And Luminar Neo because I think it's quite interesting. It makes me curious. I do have license which I paid from my own pocket, for example, the Silky Peaks Developer Studio Pro. But I think I'm going to limit my collection of softwares in my computer for a little bit. I will keep Affinity Photo, again, something that I paid from my own pocket because it deserves every credit. And also it allows me to use Nick Collection as a plugin, even though you can use it separately as well. What else? And on the other hand, I'll be running a website where I'll be teaching English. We'll talk about literature. I will do book reading. It's a thing. Trust me. It's very meditating, I think. And it's also a lot less work. And you kind of do two things at once. You sit down in front of the camera, and you just read books. Can be Shakespeare to books like Project Hail Mary, as long as I'm allowed to. I think I'm just only going to do classics just to avoid problem. But it allows me to, it's 10 minutes of book reading, it's 10 minutes of meditation. At the same time, it makes good content when it comes to quality. I'm not trying to say quality the production wise, not a publicity. It's more about educational in a sense, and it's a good therapy. So I'm going to do that as a part of my free teaching program. And yeah, it's during this period I had so many ideas, but at the same time I don't know whether those ideas coming from a bad mental state, because when you are not in a good state, there's so many thoughts comes to your head. You don't know exactly, are they real, or am I going to stick to it, or it's just one of those come and go because you're just going through some sort of strange period. But at this very moment, what I can say with confidence, that I'm coming back doing what I already used to do, photo editing and video editing, and then slowly, I'm going to diversify a little bit. Most importantly, because due to lack of motivation for all kind of reason and no work, luckily my wife is carrying all the financial weight. So I think I'm going to just do that a little bit to make some money while I get back to my professional field. Yeah. Anyway, again, thanks to all of you. I remember all of your messages, and it's very kind. Take care.